like to respond to the no bullshit video on the women's soccer team asking to get paid more and equal to the men's pay. Now, you sit there and think about it. Yes, they're getting paid based on the revenue they're bringing in. But however, I actually think they should get paid as the same as men in all women's soccer, World Cup soccer play. Not just American women, all the women who played in the World Cup should get the same amount of pay. And this is why. When the fucking league goes bankrupt because they're not getting enough revenue and all the monies they get is going to pay, and they have to go banks and loans to get to pay the payroll on these teams, they will fucking learn economics the hard way. Don't think like that because it's women's sports. Hard means a different thing. I know you guys hear me. But yes, let them get same amount of pay. Did ever the men get paid in World Cup play? Pay the same to the women, all women's teams. That way, women will understand when they're unemployed because there's no soccer league, because there's no revenue dried up, the revenue dried up, then they will learn econ one-on-one. And for those who didn't take econ class, that means there's no such thing as a fucking free lunch. Somebody's going to pay something somewhere somehow. Okay? So pay them the same. Pay them the same. Right now, the NBA has to face for the WNBA bitching about they're not getting paid the same as the men. But these nice little athletic lesbians don't understand that the NBA teams are paying their salaries. They guarantee the WNBA teams to keep playing. And the WNBA, through attendance and TV contracts, are losing money. And the only reason they're staying in business and still getting paid is because the NBA has made a commitment to cover the WNBA losses. When the NBA says, fuck it, there'll probably be only about 4 or 5 teams left in the WNBA to actually get the revenues because of their attendance. I know UConn will, because UConn love women's sports because their women's college sports kicks everybody's ass. Now, I'm being hyperbolic about this. They might be able to beat at least 1 or 2 of the NCAA men's Final 64 guys. I might be wrong, but it's possible. But still, that's college. We're talking about the men at the very top of their game. The top of their game in the NBA. But I like to see the women's play the men, just for the hell of it, in both soccer and basketball. And for the record, I think women in batting in baseball is not going to be that strong. But if they go to pitching, from what I understand, watching ESPN and professional sports announcers who've been following baseball since the 50s and 60s, that women's makeup of the way their body is designed could be excellent pitchers. At that short distance, the men, in the way they could get that ball across that plate quickly. And maybe if we teach them how to find ways to throw it harder. Actually, they can't throw it harder because professional pitchers are trained to use their legs. And what I'm told in health classes, women's legs in general can take the endurance of baseball, because it's the way a pitcher does in baseball. If you don't do your leg work right, you're going to lose your arm in at least 3 seasons if you make it that long. But I think the women's legs bodies are built that they can be excellent pitchers. They just got to know how to throw curves and off speed pitches. But Nolan Ryan only had a curve in his fastball, and his fastball, nobody catch up with him, and that's why he was so fucking good. Maybe the women's legs designs and body structure could get them to that velocity. Maybe not. I would support if a woman goes up there, and I'll be very pissed off if they were prevented to play, especially pitcher, on purpose just because they're women. That's not right. Let them prove it. I mean, if women want to go out for football, I say don't stop them, because they're going to have to face goddamn 255-pound third-string guy who wants a job real bad, going to knock them on their ass. I remember knowing some of these guys in college who went to college big time, Penn State, UCLA. They have what they call the practice squad. They practice against them, but the practice squads will never play in the game. And they say these mofos hit just as hard as the guys who are first string on the other teams they play, because they want to get on the field. They want their mamas and wives and girls to see them on uniform in the place. So they're gonna, if they get a chance, they're gonna put your ass in a coma, provided the hit is legal, because they want to play. Now, I went all over the spot on this video, but my response to the guy, the no bullshit video is, go ahead, pay the women the same as men. And let's see what happens to the league. See what happens to their funding when they start going all over the country and the world play teams. But in addition, I want to know, how did a team like Thailand get a spot in the World Cup, Women's World Cup? They got slaughtered. And they're kind of undersized for women. And do they do what the men's do, is they have semi-tournaments all over the world, all years over, to determine who gets in. It's technically the men have to play in. They don't get an automatic bid unless they're the home team, the country that's sponsoring the tournament. Do the women do the same thing? Because the way I see that the Thailand team playing is they're outmatched, outspeed, and all in all overpowered. Now, if that's how women, if teams like Thailand could get in all the time, well, nobody's not gonna watch you get a pissy ass team playing because, well, it's only fair they can't play, rather than they actually have the talent. Pay women the same as men. Pay them. I'm adamant about that, because they're not drawing the revenue, so it's not going to last that long. Do whatever you have to do. Pay them the same, and we'll see how far women's soccer will last. And as a greater measure, try to get a professional women's league and pay them the same as that country's pay their men's league team. I doubt that any of these teams could be Chelsea and United team from Britain, because those are, they live, breathe, shit, drink, think soccer 24/7. More if we added more hours to the day. And I end my stream here. Pay the women more. Let's see what really happens after that. Please, pay the women more.